All right, so I'm here with James Trappy of Canyon Rock Quarry. James is going to tell us a little story here. They just took over the old Sire plant here in Healdsburg in California. It's about an hour and a half north of San Francisco. So James, this place has quite the history here behind us. This whole facility, it goes all the way back to some of the first loads of aggregate that supplied the Golden Gate Bridge project back in the 30s. Can you tell me about some of the backdrop here that we're looking at?
Yeah. So these guys supplied some of the first rock that went down to the Golden Gate Bridge, and then since then have supplied majority of material when they were still pulling out of the river for the North Bay, and kind of lived on that until the county kind of pushed a lot of these producers out of the river into hard rock, and they lived kind of on their gravel bars and stuff until a lot of that dried up, and then now it's just going to be kind of a supply yard for us, materials yard. We'll bring in material, sell it, same stuff we sell out of both of our other quarries, and then kind of clean the site up. There's a lot of material left over here that we'll process, and then we'll have a source of round river rock here in Sonoma County.
Awesome, man. I guess go back to the history, all this plant that we're looking at here and machinery. There was actually a railway line that went all the way to Sausalito. That's how they got the material out of here.
Yeah. So the first loads of rock that went out of here went down to the Golden Gate Bridge, and that was about 100 years ago. So a lot of history and very unique plant. You don't see plants like this, very fractionated with tunnels that fed everything. Back in the day, it was hard to get material from one place to another. So a lot of conveyors were used, tunnel systems to feed it, kind of keep a consistent feed going to your plant. But really quite the structure for back in its day, especially. I mean, this would be difficult to build now, and it's like you look at it 75, 100 years ago, and
everything,
to see something like
everything
this,
was humming. All these conveyors were running, crushers, breakers, all of that. Very, very cool.
Yeah, they're a very large producer here. I mean, they supplied majority of the rock from the North Bay. I mean, a few million tons a year would go out of here a year.
So all the infrastructure, construction projects over the last 100 years, this rock that we're looking at here would have fed it.
Yeah.
And the types of materials that you guys will be supplying out of here, everything from riprap down to road bases and drain rock and everything in between?
Yeah, we'll provide pretty much everything we have in both of our quarries, so everything that the typical customer comes in for, from riprap, river material, recycled base. It's a good close dump site for a lot of people as opposed to having to take it out to West County to us. So it'll be just an easier spot for our customers to get in, get the material they need, and get back to the job.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, as Robert Dugan and the folks up at Calcima said, distance matters, and just having a location like this right on the 101 is going to be so convenient for contractors like me to be able to drop off material and pick up all the materials you got. And everybody talks about the circular economy. This is how the circular economy works. When you have output, but then you've got the inbound materials, like you've got like broken concrete, grindings, you take in materials like that?
Yeah, exactly.
You crush that up and...
Yeah, then we'll make a recycled base, and they've been selling recycled base out of here for a long time, so I think the customers are kind of used to that. So we'll maintain that and be a closer dump source for these contractors.
So James, what we've got here is a unique product to the area. It's a type of river rock. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? Because somebody like me, an estimator contractor, would have to go several hours up the road to get this type of material nowadays because it's just not available. Do you want to talk about some of that? And there's some other stockpiles of materials here that you guys plan to reuse and bring back to life again, yeah?
Yeah, so our plan is, I mean, one of the things we're going to capitalize on is right now, majority of river material that is in Sonoma County is brought in from out of the area. It's actually brought in from over in the Sacramento Valley. So we're hoping to come in here, reprocess a lot of these piles. They're dirty, sticks in them, weeds have grown on them. Come in and reprocess those, as well as some virgin material that was kind of left over, unprocessed from the previous operator, and then just build up over the years in the yard stuff. So there's a lot of material here that we can actually take advantage of, process, and provide a unique material to this.
Yeah, that's putting to use something that's just lying. So on so many levels, that's of such value, and when it's sitting there, why not put it to good use and get it out there to the public again?
Right, and the small homeowner could probably take advantage of some of this material, but it really needs to be rescreened, washed, cleaned up to make it a
premium product.
That's what it is. It just needs a little bit of work.
And you guys have all that experience and machinery. You'll be bringing in, I assume, modern machinery to make all this happen.
Yeah, exactly.
In the months ahead,
Yeah.
Cool. All right, sounds good. So James Trappy, best of luck with this new facility. And do you want to just mention what it means to you guys and the community to keep this alive here?
Yeah, no, we're excited. We're excited to service new customers as well as our existing customers that have kind of stuck with us through all the years. We're excited to keep a local resource available to the community. You know, it's a dump site. We've got broken concrete from all kinds of different jobs, and we're able to take that here, process it, and then ship it right back into the community. So we're just excited for the opportunity, being kind of on the north end of the area.
Yeah, reuse, recycle, it's all right here behind us. So yeah, best of luck with everything. We'll keep an eye on you guys and maybe come back out in a few months and we'll get to see all these materials reused and repurposed into recycled base rock and other products. So it's pretty cool.